What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and today we're going to talk about grips. And do they ruin your handguns, the adhesive, and other things? I get a lot of questions in the comments from people who are honestly just trying to learn, and that's what this video is about. We'll also touch on holsters, some clips, wedges, and why wedges are important in certain handguns and not other handguns. Also, what does a wedge do? Where can you find a wedge? All that. And before we get started, hit the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Let's get into it. Grips. How long do they last? Well, if it's your main everyday carry, it's going to last you about a year to 2 years of heavy carry, right? I actually just did these grips right here just now. And the biggest thing I want to tell you guys right now, the biggest, most important step on this, it doesn't matter if it's a little crooked, like I'm not very good at them. Doesn't matter if they're crooked. The most important part about the whole entire thing is using a hair dryer or a heat gun. You have to, otherwise your grips will fall off immediately. And by the way, everyone hates these grips. I don't get what it is. They're so comfortable. They give you some real good grip for that 40 Smith & Wesson with those super hot loads, but people don't like them just for the color, right? This is a carry gun to me. It's not a big deal. You can see it's already getting scratched up from holster wear and other stuff like that, but it is what it is, right? So these right here are going to be just the granulated grips, right? It feels like sandpaper. And they're from Handle It. And they feel really good in the hand. They are going to be a bit more aggressive. So for people who do not like aggressive grips, this is not the way to go. And I'm going to tell you guys which one are the best, the middle ground, all that. But if you want that, really aggressive grip or whatever the case may be, these work great. I will tell you, though, that they do scratch your stomach just a little bit. And the other thing is people always say, oh, you carry a Glock 26, a Glock 27, you have small hands. Look at how many fingers fit on a Glock 26 or a Glock 27, same frame. I can only get 1.5 fingers, but yet I still carry it. I still carry it with a flush mag. I can handle the recoil and all that, right? So then from there, we have the Edge Series grips. Now, these are going to be your middle ground right here. These are old grips that you see right here. They're starting to flake a little bit from carry, but these are about 1.5 years, 2 years old, and you can actually see on my channel when I put these ones on, so you can confirm that yourself. And it's been with a decent amount of carry, right? This handgun's been used a lot, so these have held up really well. And like I said, these are the Handle It Edge series, and they are the best of both worlds, right? So basically what they are is they're the rubber version and the sandpaper version, where they take the best of each and put it together, right? And that's the Edge series. And hold on, they're not my favorite though. They are not my favorite. But they're really nice. They're really comfortable. They still give you a lot of grip. They feel good in the hand. And oh yeah, this is my Glock 45. If you've never seen it, this is one of my home defense pistols. Love the 45. As you can see, no carry wear whatsoever. Nothing. Because I'll never carry a gun that size. But like I said, these are the Edge series. They're decent. Then you have stuff like this. These are the rubber, right? The rubber feel really good in the hand. They are the most comfortable by far. Super comfortable, feel good in the hand, and you can still get a good grip. But when your hands are a little sweaty, sometimes it's not the greatest grip in the world, especially compared to some of the other options. But to be real with you, I love them. They feel really comfortable. I also have them on my FNS 9C right here. And once again, for short handguns where you can only get 2 fingers on it, having grips on it is nice, unless your handgun already has really good texturing. These are also the rubber. These are Talon grips. And then these one are Handle It. And let me see which one feels better, and I'll tell you right on the spot. Oh yeah, the Handle It ones are better. 100%. These Handle It grips right here are better than the Talon grips. But the overall best grip is another combination, right? But it's like a different combination. These are right here. These are the Handle It Elite series. They are the best. Now, sometimes these little beads fall off. Not a big deal. I just put these on my Glock 23. Sometimes you will have to etch out a spot or two on the Handle-Its. So, like right here, for instance, if you got an extended slide stop or whatever the case may be, you may have to cut it, but scissors are easy. Just make sure you use a hair dryer. That is crucial. That is key to these grips staying on. But these feel really good in the hand, and these are the Elite series. These are my favorite grips. They feel so good in the hand, and they give it a really, really nice, clean look to it, right? So really, really good feeling grips, really solid. Those are my favorite. Then there's guns like this where you do not need grips. This is a Hellcat from True Precision. They did the most amazing stippling job in the world. How much do grips cost? Well, on eBay, I found them as low as 10 to 12 bucks, even for talons or handlets, whatever the case may be, all the way up to about $30, right? These are going to cost you more than the sandpaper and the rubber. These are going to be the cheapest. Then it's going to be stuff like the specialty grips, like the Edge series and the Elite series. But it's 100% worth it. Like I said, it lasts about a year to a year and a half, potentially 2 years, depending on your handgun. Like I said, this has been my home defense for a while, and it looks clean as can be. Maybe a little piece falling off right here, not a big deal. And even if you have some pieces start to fall off, you can use a hair dryer. Now, people ask, does it ruin it? Because when you take the grips off, you're left with a bunch of gunk and stuff. No, it does not ruin it. What I do is I still use the rubbing alcohol pad. That takes out a good chunk of it. Then from there, because you use a rubbing alcohol pad that they send you before you put the grips on. Use it and it takes out some of it. But the stuff that it doesn't touch, the second it gets reheated, it becomes sticky again. And if you've ever seen me take these off, they are a pain in the butt. They stay on so well. They are such a pain in the butt. But that's a good thing. You want them to be when you're trying to take them off to replace them. But like I said, you'll have some stuff laying around. No, it doesn't ruin the handgun. It looks bad, but once you add another grip or get it stippled, then you won't see it anymore. Holsters wise. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to point out is Handle It comes with the, memory pads. You can see here. Whereas Talon does not come with the memory pad as far as I know, right? So that is a huge plus because that does help with learning to keep that finger off the trigger as well as fighting some recoil and just having that muscle memory for keeping that thumb there to fight recoil in the same spot every time to get used to your form. Now holsters, here's a couple choices. Right here is the Tough Clip with a claw from Blacksmith Tactical. Code SPN at Blacksmith Tactical for 10% off all holsters, all wedges, everything. This is a Tough Clip. It works with gym shorts, sweatpants, bathing suits, everything. It really shocked me. But this setup right here is for a larger handgun that tends to print more. That's what you would want for something like this. And even if it starts to print more with a longer barrel, then you can do something like add a wedge to it. That would make it even more. But the way the Tough Clip works and the way it sits actually does just fine. And you don't print at all. And I'm somebody who struggles with printing because I have a thinner build. I have muscle, but I'm a little bit thinner. And I do not print with this setup, which is pretty unreal because it's one of the cheaper setups. Another way to go is the monoblock with a claw. Now the monoblock works the best. It's the best for belts, everything overall, but sometimes it does cause you to print a tad bit more. You get it with a claw, throw a wedge in there. If your barrel is 3.7 inches or below, throw a wedge on there and you will not be printing whatsoever. Great setup, even with the larger mag. And then the Glock 26 right here, same thing. I got a wedge, I got a monoblock, and a claw. This setup is awesome. You can adjust your claw. They come with multiple sizes. Basically, you want multiple points of contact. That's what the claw is for. Therefore, you have all this stuff working together to prevent you from printing and also a nice, clean, even draw, and it works out really well. The Tough Clip has honestly blown my mind. I didn't think I'd be able to conceal a Glock 19 or Glock 17 and be active. Now, am I going to carry this? No. There's way more comfortable guns. That's why I don't carry stuff this big, is because it's not comfortable. Other than that, I would for sure, but it is not comfortable whatsoever. But it is pretty amazing that I got away with carrying this concealed and no printing whatsoever, even in just a t-shirt. So that is the Tough Clip with a claw. And like I said, you can even throw in the wedge. They're only like $6. You might as well get one. Use code SPM for 10% off. That makes it a little under $6, right? A little over $5. So that's my thoughts on grips. And here's the thing. They all matter. People say it's dumb, whatever the case may be. It's a system. So having a better grip, better texturing when you draw, less chance of slipping with a good holster that has multiple points of contact is just going to ensure that you get that firearm out when you need it to defend yourself or your family. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.